Hi and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to talk about chapter 4, 5 and 6 of Great Expectations. Chapter 4 begins with Pip saying goodbye to everyone in the town, to Biddy, to Mr. Joe, to Miss Havisham and to his sisters. Then he takes a 5-hour journey to London to start his new life as a gentleman. There, in London, he will live at Mr. Pocket's house until he became an adult at 21 years old. At Mr. Pocket's house, Pip will be like a student. He will learn a lot, but not a specific profession. He will learn how to become a gentleman. Also, Pip won't be the only student. He will stay with 2 more students, Bentley Drumble and Starter. Immediately, Pip realized that Strumble is very quiet and shy, but Drumble is very arrogant and selfish. Pip became best friend with Helbert, the son of Mr. Pocket. They hung out and spent a lot of time together. One important thing that we have to understand about Pip and Helbert's friendship is that in spite of the fact that both of them are gentlemen or act like gentlemen, Pip spends a lot of money and Helbert doesn't because he isn't a real rich person. Helbert is a good friend, but also is like a teacher to Pip. He always helps Pip with manners and says what eat with fork or with spoon. Helbert also tells to Pip the story of Miss Havisham, that a man left her on the day of the wedding, and that is why Miss Havisham adopted Stella and teach her to hurt old men. One day, Pip's sister died, so he goes to his sister's funeral. The funeral wasn't what Joe or Pip expected. It was so expensive and there were a lot of people. After the funeral, Pip is surprised of how devastated he is feeling about his sister's death. That day, Pip spends the night at Joe's house. There, Pip realized that he hasn't been a really gentleman with Joe, so he promised to improve his behavior to Joe and to be a really gentleman with him. Although Mr. Jagger didn't reveal the identity of Pip's tutor, he said to Pip that he will receive £500 every year, but he will have to come to Mr. Wembley every 3 months to receive £125. With that money, Pip helps Helbert, and Helbert becomes a businessman. Pip and Helbert moved to a new house. There, while Helbert was traveling and Pip was alone in the house, arrives a mysterious old man. The old man confessed to be the Pip tutor and also confessed to be that convict that Pip helped long time ago.